last year, our next guest burst on the scene as the young bride of Elvis in Priscilla. You can see her now alongside Kirsten Dunst and Nick Offerman in the new movie Civil War. It opens a week from Friday. Please welcome Cailee Spaeny. A non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, so kind of you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You're all right.
Good. Yeah.
You're from Missouri, I hear.
I am from
Just
Missouri.
like in the movie, your character's from Missouri in the movie.
That's true. That's true.
What part of Missouri are you from?
I'm from Springfield.
Springfield, okay.
Yeah.
And you worked in Branson as a kid, right?
Has anyone been to Branson?
A lot of people have been to Branson. Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who don't know,
they're not enthusiastic about it, but they've been there.
Right?
A guy went like,
okay.
Yeah.
No, we like to call it Hillbilly Vegas.
Yeah, I'm interested in Branson. I've never been there. I'm from Vegas, so I have this interest in it.
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, it's just got a little twist on it.
Yeah, I feel like when things kind of ran out in Vegas, then those performers would go to Branson, right?
Yeah, we had some great people there.
Where did you work there?
Well, I did sort of like anything I could get my hands into. You know, I did some little theater, and then I worked at a theme park in Branson called Silver Dollar City.
Well, that's fun. How old? You're a kid at this time?
I was like 13 when I started, but I worked there for 7 years.
Is that legal to work at 13?
It's a good question. It's a good question. But it was like the best way to spend my childhood because I just perform and do shows. I usually work during Christmas, so I was a shepherd in the Living Nativity.
Oh. You do strike me as a shepherd type, for sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I tried to edge it up. I'd wear, like, hot pink lipstick. I almost got fired because they were like, what do you do?
Yeah, no, shepherds don't wear lipstick. Sometimes they'll put them on the sheep, but no, they don't. Hands asleep, everything's...
No, it was fun because I got to just sort of, I went and did shows, did a little song and dance, and then I'd go and like ride roller coasters and eat funnel cakes all day.
And you meet other teenagers who work there as well?
Yeah. There was one time where there was like a family band where they had like 12 kids that they all played bluegrass together, and there was one really cute little guy who played a banjo, and we all went out and we walked around and rode roller coasters, and I just thought he was so sweet. I'm like, oh my God, this is my dream guy. And then the night ended, the sun was setting, and I said, hey, well, can I get your number? And he said, oh, we're Mormons, so we don't have phones, but we do have one group family email. We could keep in touch if you wanted. And romance died immediately.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to send it to whom it may concern email.
You know, interesting characters.
I have more bad news. Mormons have phones. That's, as I know a lot of Mormons, and they all have phones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You may run into some Amish, but, or the kid wasn't telling the truth. I don't know.
Damn.
Earlier this year, I know you were nominated for a Golden Globe for
so
playing Priscilla
weird.
Presley.
That was tricky.
And you went to the show and the whole deal.
I did. I went to the show. So surreal. I was on cloud nine, and was so excited to be there. And I got in. I brought my friend Ruby, and I heard that I was sitting at the Poor Things table, and I was like, oh my God, this is a winner's. That's a winner's table. It's a very big deal. So I sort of wandered in, and I was trying to find my name tag, and I saw Emma Stone. I'm like, all right, okay. So someone had moved my name tag, but it was totally fine. And then Taylor Swift ended up sitting at that table, so jury's still out. I feel like maybe my name card got moved for Taylor, which is...
Oh, that banjo kid must have been beside himself. Did you talk to Taylor?
Well, I was sitting with my friend, and I don't know who won. I don't know what the speeches were, because I was just staring at the back of her head the whole night. I couldn't believe this was my life. I was just she was so sparkly, and she was so nice. She stood up for every winner. And then I told my friends, like, nope, you're not leaving here tonight without meeting Taylor. And so she went around and asked people, and finally, at the end of the night, someone had gotten the word to her, and she stood up and she said, oh my God, I loved you in the movie, and it was so surreal. And then she also had remembered me in Mayor of Easttown, which is crazy because I only worked like a week on that show, and half of that week I played a dead body. But she had done so well. She like really.
Did you get her family email address?
But she's such a pro. When you're talking to her, you're like, oh, like I get it. Like she before I even got to it, she was like, can I take a photo with you, like for our memory? And then my friend Ruby, God bless her, she was like, I'm in Mayor of Easttown too.
She's like, were you dead? Then get away.
And I wish I would have had, you know, I could have said so many things like I loved your last album or wow, the Eras tour, but instead I just said, your hair is so pretty. It's such a nice color.
I think she probably liked that better. She's probably heard enough about people telling him how much she loves their. Yeah, right.
That's true.
So this movie of yours, please tell us a little bit about this movie because I don't think I would do a good job of describing it.
Yeah, it's a tricky one
to describe. The word harrowing comes to mind.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Well, it's set in the near future in America,
Let's hope
where
not.
it's embroiled in a civil war, and we follow a car full of journalists, 4 journalists, or 3 professionals and 1 aspiring journalist, which is my character. And we go from New York to D.C. to get the final story, which is an interview with the president. Yeah.
It's quite something. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to ruin it for folks.
Yeah,
but
it's effective.
Yes. Your co-star, Kirsten Dunst, will be here tomorrow.
Oh,
is there a message you like? Did you know her before?
No, I mean, gosh. I mean, probably like so many of you guys here, I grew up watching her work. I mean, it's so rare to have a career like she's had, and she's so inspiring to me. And yeah, I mean,
you want me to tell her?
Yeah, can you tell her?
Or did you tell her already?
No, tell her. She'd love that. No, it was so cool, and it was I ended up doing this movie with her, and then actually I heard that the role was out for Priscilla, and she ended up putting in a good word for me and basically got me that role. And on the last
day... Is that right?
Yeah, and on the last day, I found out I booked it, and she was standing outside of her trailer, and I said, I got the role, and she burst into tears, and she
no,
it's
you
really
have to get her one. That's how it works.
Yeah.
It's reciprocal, you know? Well, congratulations on all your success.
So
the movie's called Civil War. It opens a week from Friday. Cailee, Spaeny, everybody. We'll be back with Kim Gordon.